basics, but what this is going to be is this right here. I'm going to keep it here because this is all about numbers, okay? Part of numbers is your budget. There's three main principles that we're going to talk about today is knowing your budget, picking it, and staying within it, okay? These are principles, or what I like to call as rules, but some people think rules, who likes rules, right? Or you do not like rules. However, so principles are very, very important. Knowing what is your goal in the long term, okay? In the first one, what Melvin talked about, and a little bit contradictory to what Valerie actually did as far as her Airbnb and short-term rentals. We have it as your second tier of risk, but condos and single-family homes, townhomes, really are the safest for your first-time investment, okay? So we're going to talk about the budget, knowing the budget within that. Also, location. Location is a key principal factor that you want to stick with. And then the third is treating your investment, run it just like a business, okay? There's lots of do's and don'ts, so I have my notes here because I'm ADD and I'll go all over the place and take you on a path, and we'll be in the flipping scenario, and I don't want to take you there. So, first thing we're going to go with is number one, budget. I hope I spelled that right. Okay, so start with what you know. It's very, very simple. Do you have 50 grand? Do you have 100 grand? Do you have 300 grand? Do you have 20 grand? Okay, if you know what you have that you're willing to invest, if it's sitting in a savings account or maybe CDs where you're not earning a lot of interest and you want to pull it out, get it to work for you to generate more money, you need to know your numbers. You just want to know exactly how much you're going to have to pay initially out of pocket, okay? Secondly, you can also, we talked about this equity in his demonstration. Here, we have the 590, originally was planning to be about 720, 770, originally was the value. Well, look, we went to 880. What do you think our equity is now? We've got a lot more equity that we can pull out. So you may have a credit line, or you may have access to available equity of your own home to choose as far as what you want to use as your budget. But set that budget. Set it, write it down, have that locked in stone at first, okay? Your first purchase as far as investment is really important. We're going to make a lot of mistakes, okay? This is not going to be your best deal, but you're going to succeed with the guidance, and it's going to be fun. More importantly, you're going to learn a lot, okay? Next is, if you don't do this, finding and knowing your budget, or you haven't spoken with a lender. You're out there, you're shopping, you find that home, and especially in today's market, do you know how fast homes are going? Instantly, right? I've actually seen a few homes, and before I even get my act together, they're gone. So, you want to talk with a lender. You want to know the ins and outs of what you qualify for, what you need to have ready. It's so much easier to have that all done ahead of time instead of, can you imagine how frustrating it is if you found a house and then voila, while you're getting everything together, the house is gone. We've had Melvin, I am sure Valerie, we've all experienced it, okay? So, another thing I find, how do I say this? I guess it's interesting. A lot of people, they don't want to run their credit. They're afraid of having their credit ran because their FICO score is going to drop. Yeah, it's true. It's going to drop a little bit. A few points probably?
At most.
Okay, at most. And what happens in a few months?
Goes right back up.
Exactly. It goes right back up. But by running your credit, you have an ability to know what your options are, know your limits, and then you talk to your lender and he's going to be able to offer you many different suggestions of how to improve it if you want to expand your parameters. So we're working as a team, okay? Always you want to have your team together, whether it's real estate agents, property management, maintenance crews, lenders, everything. It's a huge team that we're going to start putting together. The first one, though, we're not going to have quite as much as far as like a huge maintenance group because we're looking at long-term rentals. Okay, the condos are the single-family homes.